Hey, Mom! We're up here!
Here we come!
Wow, fun! I know they've been training hard for this, but I'm still nervous.
Hey, Mom! Did you see that? That was amazing!
You kids are something else.
All right, are you ready, Jesse? Hey, everybody, I'm Joey.
And I'm Jesse.
And we're members of the Heat team.
The HEAT program educates people of all ages on the dangers of fire, teaching them to take a personal responsibility for themselves, their families, their homes, and their surroundings. The HEAT team, helping you make good decisions about fire safety.
We talked my mom Angie into taking us camping. This gives us a good opportunity to talk about campfire safety.
Well, I have done a lot of camping, but we are on an important mission this time. We all like a nice campfire, but many people just don't know how to enjoy them safely.
So, Angie, you said we should get our wood at the ranger station and not just gather it in the woods. Why is that?
Great question, Jesse. The wood laying on the forest floor may be home to many plants and animals, so it's best left alone. It's usually moist and rotting anyway.
Here comes the park ranger. He's agreed to give us a quick interview.
Hello, Ranger Smith.
Hi, Ranger Smith. We were just talking about how the wood on the forest floor isn't the best choice for a campfire. Is there any other reason we may want to buy our wood at the campground?
Why, yes, there is, Jesse. There's an infestation that's threatening our forests. It's a beetle called the emerald ash borer, and it does a lot of damage. If we can prevent the spread of those little insects, maybe we can protect these beautiful trees.
I'm all for that. Now I know we need to make sure that we are even allowed to build a campfire where we are camping. Here at this campground, we are allowed to only build a fire in a fire ring. But what if we didn't have this ring?
First, we need to know what the weather's going to be like. If it's windy enough outside to blow leaves around, well, that's too windy for a campfire.
This looks like a good spot, don't you think?
Good. You found a nice piece of level ground that's not too close to anything that'll burn. There's no hanging limbs and not much grass. We definitely want to avoid dry grass.
What's next?
Next, we'll clear the area and make a pit. Make it a reasonable size, about 3 feet across.
All right.
Great job. I know Smokey Bear and his friends really appreciate what you're doing. I've got to get going, but Angie can take it from here.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, guys, now it's time to pick out the wood.
So now we need 3 sizes of wood, right? Tinder, kindling, and fuel wood?
Exactly right. Now, which one is which?
This is the tinder, here's the kindling, and the rest is fuel wood.
Nice. Now, before you start, make sure you have a bucket of water and a shovel handy to help in case there's a problem.
Is there any special way to stack the wood for the fire?
Actually, there's a couple different ways, like the teepee and the log cabin. Here, I'll show ya. What's important is that it has air to feed the fire and that your stack is no larger than 2 feet wide and 1 foot high.
I got it, so we can always put on more wood if we need to, right?
You bet, Jesse. But make sure that your campfire flame is never more than 3 feet high and 3 feet wide. That will give you plenty of heat and light.
So are we ready to light it? I'm ready to eat.
Well, the stack looks great. Now remember, an adult should always light the fire. An adult needs to stay with the fire at all times, and the fire should only be lit if an adult can stay with it until it's completely extinguished.
You can use a little paper to get it going. Never use lighter fluid or gasoline. That's just a recipe for disaster.
What we need is a microwave.
All right, you guys back up now. Now remember, this fire is not a toy. No one should be allowed closer than 3 feet from it, and no one should be poking it or stirring it without adult supervision.
I heard that campfires are especially dangerous for little people. Our friend Maria at the Burn Center said many small children suffer from burns from getting too close to or stumbling near a campfire.
Unfortunately, that's true. We need to be extra careful when we have little ones with us.
Is this trash okay to burn in the fire?
No. Trash goes in the trash, and recycling goes in recycling. Nothing should go in the fire pit but wood.
One last thing. Can you explain how to properly extinguish the fire?
Oh, of course. So first, we take our shovel and we spread out the coals. Next, carefully pour water on top. Then you can scoop up some dirt and place it on top of the coals. Then you can stir it up and add more water until the fire is totally out. Always make sure the fire is completely out before you leave or turn in for the night.
Thanks for the great day, Mom. I think we've all learned about how to enjoy campfire safely.
I'm glad that I could help. Well, Jesse, have you had enough for one day?
Sure have. Thank you so much. What do you say, Joey? Should we wrap this up?
Sounds good. While Mom puts out the fire, do you have any last words for the viewers?
You know I always do. Campfires are a wonderful way to enjoy the outdoors. They provide heat and light as well as a nice place to sit and visit. But remember,
Only you can prevent forest fires. Well, that's all we have, guys. Visit us next week and see what kind of adventures we take on. Say goodnight, Jesse.
good night, Jesse.
That's right. Get your smoky on.
Campfires are a fun and popular family activity. With the respect for fire and responsible behavior, they can be enjoyed safely. However, each year many children suffer from campfire or recreational fire-related burn injuries, requiring lengthy hospital stays and many surgeries, with lifelong complications including amputation and even death. Remember, you can prevent wildfires and burn injuries. For more fire and life safety information, visit our website and look us up on Facebook.